Hi, it's Angela. Today is Thursday, June 8th, and you are listening to Divinely Connected for your daily message. All right, now today we got the get up and go. There does seem to be a decision or a situation or event that requires your immediate energy. They are really bringing through a lot of reassurance. They just pat at you on the back and say, okay, you got this. You know what to do with this. You know how to proceed. It says taking the next steps. Be bold and ambitious with your choices. Okay. Now, there is a decision that needs to be made. And ultimately, this is a decision that's very much back and forth with, right? They do pair it with the endings card saying releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. So, again, this is a decision that is coming in that needs to have your attention brought to it. It is now go time. Right? So there is this feeling, and look, it comes out with the wheel card, like you can't even make this up, which is a fresh new start, new beginnings, end of delays. Okay. So whether this is a person, place, or thing, hobby, habit, environment, job, experience, however it is, there is this decision of releasing. Okay. So and what's interesting is that this feels like dual messages. So of course there's things that need to be handled today. They are reassuring that you are so able and capable and that your efforts are going to lead you to successes. This is going to work out in the ways that you want. There's also these decisions that are coming in today where there is that need to decide how you're going to proceed. And by proceeding, there is that feeling of releasing. We're either putting in like our 2 weeks notice, or there's going to be boundaries put in with relationships, or maybe some romantic partnerships are going to be dissolving, or divorce papers are going to be signed. However, this comes in, it could be graduations as well and completions, end of testing or exams. There is this sense of releasing and wrapping up, releasing to welcome in the new beginning because the wheel card comes in and it is coming in very abundantly, like very abundantly. So if you're having any apprehension, if you're having any of those grief emotions, remember grief is not only for departed loved ones, grief is for anything that once was that no longer is. Person, place, thing, hobby, habit, environment, routine, dietary preferences, anything that once was that no longer is has a grieving period because everything is energy. So when we're releasing energy, there is that grieving period. The grieving period, the intensity of it is directly correlated to how significant of an experience or connection this energy has, right? So the timeline varies, but I'm telling you, they are showing through positivity as the outcome. So bringing through that reassurance and giving you that courage and energy to make the changes that you need to make for yourself. Take some time for yourself today as well. And I know you're busy. I know you're busy. I can feel it. I can see it. But that's when we need to prioritize it the most. I don't care if you go to the bathroom and you sit in the stall for 90 seconds, right? Take a little blip of time there. And then maybe in the afternoon, 2 minutes there, 5 minutes at supper time, 10 minutes before bed. And there, all you almost have 30 minutes that day where you unapologetically gave yourself breathing space, gave yourself time to connect with your soul, because that's what that is, time to connect with your soul, that self care, that ability for your intuition to speak up. That's how it works. And I think there's such a misconception when we're going through our days and we say, oh, you have to find time for stillness and you need time for yourself. I'm not talking about 10 hours on a mountaintop meditating. That's not, I'm saying give yourself something, right? Because it all adds up. And then once you start seeing it work, then it's going to be easier for you to prioritize it. But you are worth having a breather. You are worth, you Everything is not going to fall apart if you take 2 minutes to yourself 5 times a day. Okay. And you need to give yourself that. And that allows your nervous system to relax. That allows your brain to quiet down. That allows you to tune in to yourself because you matter mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You matter. You need to check in. You need to be your number one. You need to go, what is going on here? Am I running on all cylinders? Is there anything that I need? because especially when you're having this much a demand on yourself, you need to make sure that your system is operating effectively. We have no problem going, oh, X amount of kilometers, I need to go in for an oil change for our car. Or, oh, it needs new tires. Or, oh, it ran out of fluid. Let me refill it. We have no problem taking care of um, our physical vehicle, but our bodies are our physical vehicle too. And it needs a little more, you know, love and care, TLC than, our automobiles. So check in. Do I need some water? Did I eat a fruit and vegetable this week? Right? Am I fueling my system with what it needs to thrive? Because you have high expectations. There are high expectations and high demands that you're putting on this system. What are you fueling it with? What are you fueling it with? And these are all just little moments. And this is not for you to be another thing to criticize yourself. It's just saying, hey, if we are expecting optimal performance from our vehicle, then we need to maintain it and fuel it with optimal service. It only makes sense. It's not a reflection of your character or your morale or what we need to simplify it and disconnect. Okay. And it just makes sense. It needs a little break. We don't want it to overheat. Let's give it some fluids. Let's give it some healthy fluids. Let's give them some life force energy foods, which means something that the ground and the sun has touched, right? And we can still have the treats and all that. It's just let's make sure that it has what it needs to thrive. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. Come back tomorrow for tomorrow's daily message.